Hey, it's Dallas42 back again with another 7 Days to Die video. This is the morning of day 25, and our handy dandy little sign here on the wall tells us that today we'll be questing. Now, I placed a chemistry station last time. Yeah, that's right. Alright. I got a couple of these done. I entered the desert, and I survived for 14 hours. Cool. So, let's go look at this. We've got over 100 points, so we are now in Tier 5. And if we go over to our trader and chat with him, he should have a Tier 5 quest with us. And if you recall, yesterday we went and we looked around for some Tier 5 POIs. We ended up identifying a couple of them. But let's go see if he has a quest, and maybe he'll point us to some new ones that we didn't find yet.
If you drink all the coffee, I'll kill you.
Alright, he does. He has Tier 5 quests. So infested Tier 5s are probably going to be inside of Tier 4 POIs. So those are not the ones that we want to do. Instead, we want to do these Tier 5 ones that are not infested, because these are actually going to be Tier 5 POIs, or should be. So let's just do this closest one. It's a Tier 5 at Hybrid Mining.
Well, I got just the job for a simpleton like you. Get moving, jackass. This don't pay by the hour.
And are we ready to go in there? I guess. Like, we're a little bit low on ammo. I should probably go back and see if I got some more ammo to load up a little bit more before we go in there. And this is going to be a big POI, so we got a plan to be in there for a while. Like digging myself a dangerous trench out here. Make sure we got plenty of food and water, plenty of ammo. Full stack of that. Extra just in case. I wager we'll find some ammo in there too, but I just want to start off from a position of strength. Make sure we're topped up on a full stack of food and water. We got 9 of these, that should be more than enough. Alright, let's go see to it. Let's see if we can handle a Tier 5 POI. This will be our first Tier 5 POI. And I don't know how much harder this is going to be than the ones we were doing, because it was starting to get a little bit sketchy. I got plenty of honey, I got plenty of medical supplies if I need them. Some of those Tier 4s last time were starting to get a little bit sketchy, so maybe we can, we might be in over our head here, but we will never know until we try. So let's go try one. If it's over our head, we'll scale things back a little bit, and we'll try a different approach until we feel a little stronger. But we'll see. Maybe we can handle it. Pretty exciting. A little bit scary, but pretty exciting. So he showed 3 different Tier 5 POIs that he was willing to give us a quest for. This being one of them. And I didn't recognize the name of the other 2, so probably the other 2 are ones that I have not located yet. Oh yeah, I've done this one before. before on a previous playthrough, and it was tough. Hybrid mining is going to be our first Tier 5 POI. Here goes nothing. Probably going to be in here for a while. I'm not trying to loot everything necessarily, but loot what we have to loot. Bag. Try to use trigger discipline here. We don't want to waste a bunch of ammo. Try for 1 or 2 shots per kill. What's in the loot bag? Give me some ammo. Yeah, not the ammo I needed, unfortunately. Handgun mag. Got some minerals in here that could be looted if we wanted to, but it's not a high priority for us at the moment. Just kind of press forward and try to get through the POI. Not get weighed down with a bunch of stuff right at the very beginning. Take things if they're important, but try to avoid the unnecessary stuff. Things like handgun parts, that's something I'll definitely take. I need those. Vehicle crafting, fortitude mod, murky water. Alright, this place is gonna be dangerous. We gotta be careful. Whoa. I don't know what happened there. Something blew up. I'm glad I didn't rush right in there. I would have gotten blown up with it, whatever it was. Don't need that. Try not to pick up every little piece of junk here, because if I do, I will be totally encumbered by the end of the thing. We don't want that, because then we'll be moving really slow when there's all kinds of zombies attacking us. Books are great to loot because you can just read them right away and you don't have to pick them up and carry them around. They give you that immediate benefit. have a good feeling about this. Anytime we can just take them out ones and twos, that's great. So that's that many fewer that are going to swarm. It's the swarm that you got to watch out for. Took his leg off. Eat that. Some of this. So far, so good. Taking a nice, easy pace at it. Not going too fast. Don't get caught off guard in a compromised situation. Ooh, 4 handgun parts. Excellent. I had a feeling there'd be something up there. It was like this convenient little ramp up the front of this truck. Like they wanted you to go up there for some reason. Be on the lookout for stuff like that in this game. 2 repair kits, always a good thing to have. Anybody out of there? Okay. I'm not going to shoot all the barrels because they could come in handy as a way to bait zombies into a particular area and then blow them up. I don't need an engine. Iron's not critical right now. If we clear the whole place out, we can always go back in here and loot more stuff, but we don't want to like get over encumbered before we have a chance to loot the place. Or before we kill all the zombies, I mean. Hold the world down on top of me there. Stupid bird. Get away from me. Get infected, but we're gonna wait until the fight is over here, and then we'll deal with that. Die. I died. Okay, that was pretty tough. Let's see if I can risk spawning near my backpack. Let's see what happens. Maybe, just maybe, I can get in there and grab it out of there. Let's get some wood here. That. What we're gonna need is stone axe. I need more stone. Yeah, then I can show you guys what happens if you die in the middle of a dangerous environment. We'll see if we can retrieve our bag, because it's got all of our goodies in it. So we're gonna need some wood. I incurred a death penalty, XP penalty. So that's why my XP bar is red. Lost some XP along the way. So what we're going to do is we're going to build some building blocks. Just a bunch of building blocks here. That's might be too many, but whatever. Do is I'm just going to build up. And over. This way a little bit. We're going to take our handy stone axe here, and we're going to systematically and methodically break this wall down. There's a vending machine in front of it. That is, but I'm going to break through it. Oh! Tried to break the vending machine and it shocked me. Okay, in that case, what we're going to do is we're going to go this way a bit further. Stupid vulture. There's another one. I can hear it. Oh man, there's like 3 of them coming this way. Run away. acid at me. This is a nasty POI, man. It's a nasty POI. Come back for some more? I don't have any ranged weapon I can do anything about that with. Maybe I can just break this wall down. Got it. Another one. Okay. Let's see if we can get in here and collect this loot bag that's over here. I gotta eat an honey. Got concussed. I could take a painkiller. It would help me with that. I used a lot of ammo in that encounter, and I got swarmed on and got killed, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to loot this room, because this room seems safe for the moment. There's some loot over here. Yeah, of course, they're not going to give me anything I could actually use. Alright, I do declare this is a bit over our head right now. I'm running short on ammo. Can't afford to waste all my ammo with the Horde Night coming up pretty soon. So what we're going to do is we're going to retreat out this way that we came. And we will get out of here. And then formulate a new plan, because that didn't work. But you guys got to see what happens when a Tier 5 POI goes wrong. Okay, so I got to work my way back around this POI to the other side so I can get my bicycle back again. Yep, so I declare we're not quite prepared for that yet. We gave it a good try. I fought pretty hard, but I came up short. So, and I'm not even like, that was only like maybe the halfway point of that POI. I've been through it before on a previous playthrough. So if I can't even get to like halfway without dying, like there's no point in trying to continue that. So, instead, what we're going to do is we're going to we're going to go back to our home, and we're going to figure out what kind of materials we need in order to build our next level of guns, because I want to build those guns. So we'll go over there, we'll see what kind of materials we need to build the next levels of guns that we're trying to build, and then we'll go on a hunt to find those materials in lower tier POIs. We don't necessarily have to have quests. We just go in there and clear out some POIs and get the reward room, the payoff rooms for a few of those lower level POIs until we find what we need. Tomorrow, day 26, we need to shift our attention to upgrading our horde base. So for that, we want concrete. We want as much concrete as we can get. I think we figured out that concrete is a mix of, was it cement and clay? I don't quite remember. Well, we'll get back home, we'll figure it out. So as you can see, I have died in this game on a few occasions. It's not the end of the world, at least with the default settings. So don't be afraid to try things. The worst thing that can happen, as long as you haven't set your difficulty settings higher, at the default settings, the worst thing that can happen is you die and suffer a little bit of XP loss. I have to gain that back again. Not the end of the world. Alright, I got a honey. Make up for that one that I just ate. Might as well stop and hit these while I'm at it. The thing that took me by surprise in that POI was the birds. I was not expecting so many birds in there. They came after me. At the same time, a bunch of feral zombies came after me. It was just nasty. Just got piled on. Sometimes it happens. It's what you bargain for when you go into a tier 5 POI. You don't want it to be easy. So I think we're not quite ready for those yet, but we're getting close. We just need to build up a little bit more, get some better equipment, some better weapons, some better armor. Maybe some different mods. So I think we should make that our focus for a little while. I gotta harvest this stuff here in a minute. Okay, let's put away all this stuff. Farming, 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 farming. Weapons that I don't need. For sale, for sale, for sale, for sale. Cooking. Mods. I think I have enough pistol parts now. Handgun parts, I should say. Just make sure we don't carry all of them with us, and we have some of them in the storage. That's fine. Don't need that just yet. Scrap that out. Alright, let's harvest this mushroom. Let's go harvest these crops out here. Forget again. Challenge for farming potatoes. We got a challenge for harvesting honey too. Cool. We're getting close to a lot of them too. Alright. Let's put away the cooking ingredients for now. Let's take the farming ingredients for now. most important. Corn. Do I have any potato seeds? I don't have any potato seeds. That's unfortunate. Blueberries are important. Pumpkins are important. Chrysanthemums. Less important. Coffee. Yucca. Hops. Good enough for now. Seed back away. Okay, let's look at our crafting. Ooh, I crafted those pipe bombs for the challenge. Excellent. What do I have to do here? Craft gas cans. I need to craft 100 gas cans. What does it take to do that? Oil shale. Let's see how much oil shale I have. I got 543 oil shale. And I only need 100 of these. Can I not do this? What does it want me? Oh, I gotta put fuel in here. Of course, of course. What does that say? Oh, this is that thing that prevents me from getting another infection for 2 hours after I've cured one. So that's kind of nice. Coal. Give me some coal. That's going to be 25... Is that 25 minutes or 25 seconds? Whoops. Don't want to do that. 100. Yeah, 5 seconds. Easy peasy. It's interesting, it gave me more than I bargained for. I thought I was only going to get 100 out of that, but I ended up getting 200 out of that. Wonder if that's some sort of perk or something that I have going on. Anyhow, I completed that challenge. And I should be able to get a special reward for that. Let's go collect it.
Happy? Well, look here, boys. We got ourselves a real-life
Let's
hero.
see, what does he
And
have
now
for us?
he wants to be
Salvage
paid.
tools. I have this mod already, so I don't need the book. I think salvage tool books are the best. Yeah, we're not going to take any more quests right now. I don't think there's any reason for that. Alright, we're all caught up on that stuff for now. It's hard to back this thing up. Forgot to collect that earlier. Alright, let's look at this next gun. We wanted the SMG-5. I need 17 handgun parts. I think I have that covered now. I don't have to scrap anything to do it. So then we need 140 steel. How much steel do I have? I've got 60. Do I have any iron in here? Just 46. I'm gonna need a lot of duct tape. Can I make any steel? How much can I make? I can make 15. So I'm gonna need a bunch of iron. 23 minutes, that's way more than enough. Okay, we're gonna need more iron. Let's see. Let's see if I can make another wooden sign here real quick. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a sign on the wall there, and I'm going to write these things that I really need right now. So I need some iron, that's for sure, because I want to build this SMG, and I need iron so that I can make steel. I need duct tape. I can make more duct tape with cloth and glue. Can I make enough of them? How many did I have up here? I had 6. So I need, what was that, 11 more? I need 11 more duct tape. Got that covered. Do I have enough springs? I got plenty of springs. So I just need steel. That means I need iron. So let's go get some iron while we wait around for other things to happen. We know that iron is easy to get from cars, busting down old cars. So let's go see if we can find some old cars to bust down. Just get a bunch of iron. Even though they're regular cars and not broken down cars, I'm still going to harvest it because I need as much iron as I can get. We'll stay pretty close to home in this little town here. This gives you a lot of good incidental ingredients also, all kinds of good stuff for living cars. Make sure I loot it first. had the SMG5 in this game before, so it'll be interesting to see how that performs. All goes well, I will make it tonight. There's a chicken over there. Don't really care to harvest it, I just wanted to kill it for our... Let me see real quick about that. Yeah, you just have to kill them, you don't have to harvest them. So yeah, I'm trying to kill all these animals whenever I see them for those achievements. Scrap that. $760 iron. I feel like I'm going to need quite a bit more than that. Probably like $2 grand, I'm thinking. Just a hunch. Looks like the beat up cars don't give you quite as much stuff. It's understandable. Established earlier that looting these trucks is kind of counterproductive. The big service trucks is kind of counterproductive because they take longer to destroy. They don't have significantly more stuff in them. Almost sundown here. Gotta be a little careful. Is that a mailbox? There's a mailbox there. Alright. Ooh, meld into the shadows and sneak better at night. Awesome. That's a good find. Box. Already got that one. Oh, there's the chicken. Didn't expect to find it, but there it is. Sneak down at this point since it's about to be after sundown, in case any zombies are wandering around. might just have to take a few days after the blood moon and work on improving our gear and stuff a little bit before we try another tier 5. Now that we've unlocked tier 5, it's like, okay, well, we can make sure that we're well equipped and ready before we go and try to do another one of those. Because we saw what happened. It wasn't pretty. Got a chest over here close by. I should go grab some stuff out of that. I wonder, this needs repairs. I wonder if I can tear this thing apart. Look like that's going to be very efficient. Probably not. I also don't need like 3 or 4 engines. Like, it's not going to be necessary. These postal boxes are a good thing to check for books also. Cooking book. Yeah, I learned how to make fish tacos. Ooh, look at all the cars in here. Poopy Pants Country Daycare. Take apart the short bus. I think that has the same problem as the service vehicles. Not very efficient to take apart. We're better off with regular cars. Nice to have that seed, but it's not terribly important at this juncture. Getting there. 1775. $1,800. When I get to 2,000, I'll stop. lots of materials out of this. Alright, we're over 2,000 iron. I feel comfortable to head back home at this point. Alright, we are home. Let's put all this away except for the stuff that we need for this recipe. Oh yeah, we gotta get this, that iron smelting in there. These things going. While we're thinking about that, what about our next machine gun? I can build a, what's it called? I can't quite build the M60 yet. I need one more point into machine guns. We'll have that in no time. What about the tactical? It's worthwhile to build a better tactical. I could build a level 6 tactical. That's certainly within my reach. Let's focus on this SMG first. Once we get that done, we can look. Let's see. It's just gonna take a while there. Alright, while we're waiting for that, let's think about... I wanted to think about this for a minute. Concrete mix requires crushed sand, small stone, cement. Crushed sand. I used it all already. Small stone and cement. Do I have more cement? I got a lot more cement. I got a lot more small stones, but I don't have any crushed sand. Where would I get crushed sand, I wonder? machine gun parts does that tactical machine gun take? Tactical assault rifle, I mean. 12. I don't think I have enough for that. I only have 7. I could scrap for 8. That's not enough, so I certainly can't do that yet. But this SMG is going to happen tonight. Hopefully. It's going to be a closely drawn thing. Might be a while. Can I cook anything while I wait? Do I have stuff for more hobo stew? Let's find out. Potatoes, corn, animal fat, water. Out. Still got plenty of purified water in here. Don't need that yet. Still got 8 meat stews on us. We'll wait until we get lower on that, and then we'll start using these other items. What about armor? That's something I was going to do. Let's go look at all the armor. I'll bet I've got some better stuff. Just for convenience's sake, I think what I'll do is I'll just take all these off for now. Take all the mods off of them. So, we'll drop these in here. Let's see. So, headwear. We got Assassin's Hood level 1. This gives us, it's a medium armor. Deal more damage when sneaking. That is good for us. But it's not good for the Blood Moon. We're coming up on the Blood Moon. Food, drinks, and drugs cost less. That's not very useful. Use less stamina with melee weapons. That's not very useful. I don't use much melee weapons. Oops, I should be looking at headwear first. Increases stun resistance. This is not a bad item for the Blood Moon. Adds stun resistance. That's the same. Farmer hat. Increases chance to find seeds in loot. Not for the Blood Moon. Increases wood harvest. Not for the Blood Moon. Receive a discount on purchased item. Not for the Blood Moon. Increases stun resistance. Yeah, that would be good for the Blood Moon. Increases bartering. Not important for the Blood Moon. So it looks like the ones that give me increased stun resistance are going to be the best for the Blood Moon. The Raider helmet, the Commando helmet, or the Biker helmet. And the Biker helmet is level 3, so I think I'm going to take that, where the other ones are lower level. So then let's look at the torso pieces. This one is for the Biker. Increases max health. That would be useful for the Blood Moon. Commando. Faster critical injury recovery. Wouldn't be bad for the Blood Moon. Reduces encumbrance, not important for the Blood Moon. Reduces incoming damage, that would be good for the Blood Moon. Increases max health, that would be good for the Blood Moon. Reduces encumbrance, not important for the Blood Moon. So I got the Ranger outfit, medium armor, increases max health. Preacher outfit, light armor, reduces incoming damage. Or the Biker outfit increases max health, medium armor. They're all level 1. This one's the healthiest. It's already got a bandolier mod on it, which I could leave or take off and replace with something else, but I think I'll go with that. Next up, we want our boots. We got this boots here is a biker boots. Use less stamina with melee weapons, not important for me. Adds a chance to gain a seed when harvesting, not important for the Blood Moon. Reduces fall damage, not important for a Blood Moon. What was the... oh, this one. Decreases treated healing time of abrasions and breaks. Might be good for the Blood Moon. Get out of here. Are you creeping around out here? That thing that gives me 2 hours of immunity to getting infected. That's a pretty good find right there. This is a wandering band of zombies here, it seems. Either that or the screamer screamed and attracted them. We took care of them, though. How are we doing here on steel? So I've got 95. Where is it? I need 140. I think we'll have enough, but first we need to... yeah, I think we're going to have enough with the iron that we have, but it's going to take a while, so we'll have to finish that tomorrow. SMG, kind of, comma, quest. So this is going to be day 26. Day 28 is our next Horde night. So that means day 27 and 28 we need to work on our base. So we have one more day to quest and build equipment and whatnot. Let me just finish up this thing that I was in the middle of here. So the only thing I need to look at is hands. So this one's a medium. Increases attack speed with all weapons governed by agility. That's really good for my pistols. So that is a potential. We got biker gloves, increases melee weapon damage, not important for me. Farmer gloves, increases rifle damage, not important for me. Light armor increases melee damage with axes, not important for me. Increases melee weapon damage, not important for me. Increases rifle and revolver damage. The revolver damage would help with my 44 Magnum, so that's a possibility. And that's all of the hands. So which one of these hands is better? This one's a medium armor. Increases all weapons governed by agility, which is the pistol and the knife. This medium armor is going to increase revolver damage, which would make this do more damage. Plus, this is a level 2 versus a level 1, so I think that gives the edge to this Ranger Glove. So let's put that away. We're going to equip all 4 of these. Actually, before we do that, what are the best mods for them? We definitely want the agility mod in my helmet, or do we want the fortitude mod in the helmet? If we do the fortitude mod, that's going to increase our skills with the attack assault rifle. I think that would be the better choice. So let's put modify, boom, and I can put something else in there. What else do we have? Need night vision, not for the blood moon. We'll put an armor pocket. That's potentially useful. That's potentially useful. pocket on there. Alright, then we got this biker outfit. We already got a bandolier on there. What does that do? They reload faster. Okay, that's a good thing to have. Preacher boots. Can slap a mod on there. Can put an extra armor pocket on there. On these hands, we can modify. We can put the armor fittings mod on there. Okay, that's good. Let's put away these extra mods. And let's equip these clothes, so don't forget. Alright, that'll do us for this next Blood Moon cycle. And we already made a note to finish this up next time. Oh, we need more coal in here. Alright, so we're going to call it there for the night, and we'll continue with this tomorrow. Hope you enjoyed the video, learned something about the game, enjoyed watching me get my butt handed to me in that Tier 5 POI. And if so, give me a like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, and leave a comment to tell me what you thought about it. I will catch you in the next one.